What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing a 2012 Ford F350, and this is an ambulance. As you can see, this is a Kansas ambulance unit. This is and as you can see. It has, so you can see in the inside. As you can see in the inside, there's here's some stuff here. There's a med care and seats for for driving, but this is this is an emergency vehicle. One of the private tour emergency vehicles. And as you can see, this is a pretty nice vehicle. It also has another door right here. And these are going to be openable, so... But as you can see, this is a pretty nice pickup truck. For emergency stuff. But as you can see, this is a 2012. And why am I above the ground? That's quite unusual, but as you can see, this is quite a nice emergency vehicle, but yeah. But as you can see, this is not in the public server, this is a private server, so you can only find these vehicles on the private server. Though they're only used for roleplay sessions only. That's how I know about these vehicles. I'll show you some stuff. What it has in... I'm going to start up this 2012 Ford F350 Super Dirty emergency vehicle version. As you can see, it actually purrs like... Okay, I'm gonna show you some lights. You can see it flashes from the back. Well, they're only flashing to the top, but... I'll show you the second version. Nothing much new here. Well, you can see the back lights are flashing right here, except this one in the back. These two are flashing, along with the front flashing, and the grill. And I'll show you the... Is this the final version? And now here's the third version of it. Everything's flashing quite quicker, I think. Yeah, they're flashing quicker. So that's the horn. Well, of course, you got your lights, which we're gonna do in the dark in a bit. And here's another silence. It's quite nice. These are quite nice features, especially for roleplays and also roleplay sessions. Those are quite nice, though, as well. Okay, let's get this nice, beautiful vehicle for a test drive. By the way, there's no seatbelts you can activate in this one because that's where the other sirens are. As you can see, it actually drives pretty smooth, but quite accelerationable. So you can see it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice vehicle, no doubt, even though for an emergency vehicle. But yeah. So we're gonna do some test drives on certain vehicles, but this is one of the vehicles. You can see the rims are red. Just to let you know, this is an emergency vehicle that's approaching. We could go reckless, but I don't want to reckless too much in this game. But this is a pretty nice vehicle to test drive. But yeah. What can I say? Looks like we're driving slow, but we're on the actual speed limit. We're actually in the legit speed limit. So it kind of feels slow. Well, it's getting dark right now. Gotta turn on our headlights. So you guys, if you don't really know that the last video, we actually did check out, get some sneak peeks of one of the sneak peeks of some stuff that's going on during this time, especially going back to July to that we have so many sneak peeks that we got so far. Like I said earlier in the last video, we're gonna get hill terrain. We're gonna get, hopefully we're gonna get a refresh FNAF and some new cars. They'll also be included in this new update as well. I'm gonna drive about 80 because it's quite quicker. It's quite smooth driving down in Central Kansas, alone in a private server. So if you don't know what I got this private server from, I got it from one of my closer friends from Central Kansas, and I was gonna use his private server to do these kind of stuff like this, to test out some vehicles and plus emergency vehicles that are included in the game. That's what I'm going to be including in this video. But I'm driving one of the Ford emergency vehicles. So there's also two versions. One is for Kansas and one in Nebraska. One in Kansas, one in Nebraska. It's quite interesting. There's a lot of certain emergency vehicles that we can also test out as well. But that's for like video purposes. But then we're gonna have to slow down a little bit. Like, it doesn't make any sense why you have to go 65 in a highway. Why? No freaking idea. Why? Just like I said, no idea why it went from 75 miles per hour to 65 miles per hour. It ain't make sense. But it's quite nice to actually get into a private server because at least you can actually drive by. You don't have to rush too much because, of course, you're in a private server. So I will eventually own my own private server once the new 5.000 comes out. But for now, I'm using someone else's private server for now. For just these reasons, for these vehicles. Though these are not new, these were actually out for a little bit longer. I'm gonna turn on my headlights. Though usually you don't normally use your headlights that much in the highways, because especially including on when you see oncoming vehicles from the other side. I'm not sure that's illegal to actually have headlights on the crest, but I don't think so. But in this game, yeah, that could be. And here's some lights right here from earlier. You can't see because, of course, of the frame rendering. So am I going really slow? Oh no, I was getting. Okay, we're gonna take a right and we're gonna aim to So yeah, that's what feels nice in this game. But it is a long drive anyways. It quite takes forever to drive when you're driving like normal speeds instead of like reckless driving. Though I could, but I don't want to reckless drive for some reason. Though it is taking forever, to be honest. To go to point A to point B to highway from Interstate 81 to Highway 15, it takes longer to get there. Well, at least the gauges are okay. The gauges are pretty good. I'm gonna check the gauges. I don't know if you can actually check the fuel. No. Oh, there's the fuel tank. Almost half full. Almost a half full tank. Dickinson County line. Okay. But we're gonna make our way down to the right hand towards Clay Center, and then we're gonna make a scoop back to the highway. Make a sketch back to the highway. But I was thinking of going towards Junction or go to the part of the highway, but I don't know if that's necessary. But hey, at least I don't have to easily lose control. That's also kind of a good thing. it just feels like it's not really fun if it's like if you're just going normal speeds, just like I am doing. But as you can see, we're in the middle of nowhere in this nice, beautiful emergency vehicle, which is the ambulance. Which is usually known as the Pontiac. Is it Pontiac? Panamanic or something? But I could be right, but I don't know. I don't pronounce things right that much. Okay, don't call me dumb in the comments, okay, guys? Just from not pronouncing crap this time, but anyways, I think how long we're gonna make it is quite unknown. I think we should just drove on highways a lot often. Though it is a long drive, to be honest. I think we're getting close. Oh, we're getting close. I see the sign. I see a roll. Oh, we're actually already here. That was a reckless start. I just saturated, like instantly saturated the vehicle. But usually I would just go to finance with Freddy's by now, but you know how much money I have. 712. I'm rich. I'm the richest person in this game. LOL. Like I got aura. I've been cracking some aura in this game. But it's quite a nice drive driving these vehicles around central Kansas. Like, just around pretty much mostly part of central Kansas, but like I said, this is quite a long drive. So you guys, let me comment below if you guys are excited for the new update. Because, of course, I would be but as I said in the last video, it could it might have to wait a while for the new update to come out. So, but I would be happy to hope to come out, but, well, according to right now, well, what I got from some leaks on YouTube is that recently is that holy cow, almost crashed into a sign. Almost crashed into a sign as I was plowing through that road, but yeah, these are pretty rare vehicles you can find, but only you can find them in private servers, unless by one of the staff. Also, staff can also make accuracy to other things like this, but usually only for role plays. Or mostly common role plays, kind of. But I'm just taking a test drive. Taking the drive on this thing, and no, they do say they also have the Ford logo as well. They do have the Ford logo as well. So it does say Ford. So they happily kept the logo intact in this vehicle. Oh, I can't slow down. Well, that's good. Yeah, surprisingly they kept the Ford logo in it, unless it's because they are not gonna get it out anyway, so that's, I guess it makes sense since it's not a public purchase, it's a private purchase. Just kidding, it's not private. You can only spawn it if you work as a police force. But according to Central Kansas, they only allowed you when you're 18. Which unfortunately for me, I cannot use these in, you know, I can't apply for being a police officer in Central Kansas. Sadly, I can't. So basically, I have to wait until I'm like, you know, usually 18. And then you can apply as an officer in this game. And unfortunately for me, I'm under 18, so of course I'm not old enough. Well, it is quite close enough, but I'll have to wait another next summer to actually apply. But at the same time, I won't be able to play Central Kansas that much as I've always been. Probably because I have like, you know, I might have a job by then, and I won't be able to play the game that much because I want to make money to get my, you know, whatever I want to get in the future or my dream vehicle. Like, you know, whatever in IRL, but it's quite unknown if I can actually want to get it or not. We're just slowly driving. We're also getting low fuel in the bit. We're also getting fuel as rapid as possible. We went from full to a quarter fuel right now, within I don't know how many miles of driving. Like, it's getting low, like, as I speak. So, well, I can make the whole highway to make it there, but I could be wrong. Just taking a long trip here. But I'll fill up at the speedway back in Lake Huterson, and yeah, that's how I can do that. So we're currently in the middle of nowhere at 50 miles per hour because that's what the speed limit was. I could be wrong. It could be 60. I have no idea. I might pass it while I was just having a video conversation, but I just don't know how long we're gonna make it to the highway again. So we are just slowly running a tank. We're about a quarter of a tank already. Usually Central Kansas, I wish Central Kansas would actually. I actually heard one time. I remember one time when Wendy was in the Discord server, and then he was like, I wish Central Kansas would actually give us enough a fuel colony to last longer. And then everybody in the Discord are like, oh, I don't think so, cause people like filling up a lot often. What if you're doing a roleplay session? That's a good question. What if you're playing a roleplay session and you're already almost out of gas? Like, it doesn't give you enough fuel to actually drive directly in Central Kansas. Honestly, it's quite stupid, honestly. If the fuel is only limited. Like, the fuel's only limited in this game. It's not like you can go, like, I don't know, like, 300, 250 miles without even filling up your whole vehicle. You have to go between 30 to 60 miles on fuel colony until you have to fill up your vehicle. Like, compared to Dodge Dodge vehicles in Central Kansas have the best fuel colony at 60 miles per fuel, or full tank life can go up to 60, which is a W. To be honest, it's a W. Though it would have been better if it was actually just dominated. Like, you know, you could drive a lot as you can, instead of just filling up all the time. And as you can see, it's almost out of gas. And as you can see, it's about to be daylight right now, which means we've been officially been out for about around, you could say, basically over 24 hours. We've been out here for quite a while now. We're still driving the same old vehicle. And this thing is about to run out of gas. It's like insanely gonna run out of gas. I like the vehicle, but yeah, you can see it's basically just a single cab, based on a single cab of the Ford F350, which was used to be in Central Kansas until Ford Motor Company decided to shut the game, which basically got them in. Well, they didn't get it. They actually got it like Roblox shut down the game because of Ford Motor Company, the company that owns Ford. Why? Well, people have no idea. Well, people have no idea why that happened. In their theory, is probably because of probably because you have to oil change that a lot, brake feel, and people have complaints about, or what company has, like, trying to destroy their reputation in the progress. And after that, Central Kansas was not the same afterwards. So every new car that comes out, they always have their badge removed for licensing issues. Because if like, they don't want to permit that to happen again with other vehicles like Dodge, Chevy, GMC, and many more vehicles that Central Kansas offer in this game. Like, before this was like the best. It was the peak era of Central Kansas, and then, of course, Motor Company had to shut the game down. And Central Kansas is quite not the same that much, as you could say, but it was quite insane that how wild it was for Central Kansas to actually end up forced to retire all the Ford vehicles. And it's quite sad, though. I'm gonna go fill up this beast up, and then I'm gonna end the video. So I hope you enjoyed this long drive on this 2012 Ford F350 ambulance. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.